live on YouTube. I'm gonna go live on second YouTube. I'm gonna go live on TikTok, and have a great day.
I need to see if the music is playing through YouTube or if I'm safe.
Oh my God. What if you didn't listen to music for one stream, Elk? What if
I
for
like the
one
Carpenters too
day
much.
I like I'm too much of a fan. Shade says hi, Elk.
Hang on. Yes, the Carpenters is not getting pushed to YouTube.
How did your fucking color filter go away? Your chroma key.
Uh,
I've turned Elk Racer back on. Oh, because you changed your fucking backing to green,
yeah,
you little rat.
Yeah. Well, it turned it to green for it's because OBS crashed is the short answer.
Okay. Boss, can you and Elk collab on this FMK? Yeah, we can. Elk, we're gonna do a random FMK. I'm gonna hit random on Scryfall 3 times, but as each card comes up, you have to pick then.
Okay.
First is Gem Palm Avenger. It's like a big robot guy.
Yes. My PC is exploding, but don't worry. This is okay.
All right, it looks like the Hulkbuster from that movie. What are you locking in for FMK of the Hulkbuster suit?
I don't even know what's happening right now. Hang on. So what am I doing?
So we're doing a fuck, marry, kill.
I see.
But you have to we have to lock it in before we see the other two.
Okay. Titanoth Rex is kill. That's like
we don't have Titan. What are you talking about? There's no Titanoth Rex.
I have Titanoth Rex.
It's no. I'm hitting random,
Gem
and
Palm.
we are Gem Palm Avenger. Titanoth Rex has nothing to do with this shit.
This guy's a Mary. He'll keep me safe. You know, he's like a protector golem style.
All right, I'm killing him. We're finding Nissa.
Okay.
I'm shooting this man in the head.
What's next?
Also, Nathiator, thank you for the 25 gifted subs. That's crazy generous, my man. Thank you very much. What's next? Let's see. This is not a creature or even a thing. Ogre Chitterlord. I fear I have made a mistake.
I kill Ogre Chitterlord.
God
Wait,
damn
how hot
you.
is he? Wait, all right, let's
not at
thing.
all. Not even
kill
kind
this
of.
thing.
Yeah.
Kill this thing hard.
Well, I have to smash, but I'm not marrying it. Let's see what I'm marrying and Elk smashing.
Oh, that's fucked up. I got Time Stream Navigator, which is a babe.
I'm getting Destiero Sombrio, but I see titties, so I'm happy.
I'm sorry, what the fuck?
Destiero Sombrio. It's a 3-mana instant, destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. You got a problem with that? You got a problem with that, Alcatin?
Destroy target non-black creature.
Zenora, thank you for the 500-bit cheer. Choo choo, holy shit, Nathiator. Thank you for keeping the hype trade going. And JT Rules, thank you for the 1 gifted sub. Welcome to Dog Heaven. So for anybody who has purchased a custom card redeem, the way this is going to work is in my Discord, which is free to enter. There's a... Hold on. Where's my YouTube chats? Hello, YouTube chat. I can see you all now. There is a thread in the Dear Maldhound channel that is called August 7th Custom Card Review Thread. Post your custom cards in there. You have to have an art credit. You cannot submit AI art. If you submit AI art, we will just skip you. You will not be refunded your points or anything, and we will not mention your name, and nobody will. Some random person, thank you for the Prime. Welcome to the Dog Home. And Danny, thank you for the 13th month with Prime. I appreciate those Jeffrey dollars. And Biggs Dog, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Welcome back. Welcome to Dog Heaven, my friend. Bakian, yes, no art is fine. We will not clown you for no art. I can't draw. Elk can't see anything. It's okay to not submit art. It's not okay to submit stolen art.
That's very true, yeah.
Then Girthy Poro, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. Welcome back to Dog Heaven, my friend. And Plogu, thank you for the follow. Elk, you ready to dock?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
I almost clicked start viewer Collins, which would have been disastrous. Would have been absolutely disastrous.
Okay. I have great news. OBS has crashed again.
What if you tried to multi-stream and God said no? Riveting, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the doghouse. Esteban, so these custom card streams, currently you buy them with Twitch channel points, but it's only like 200 points. Like if you're in chat for 10 minutes, you will have enough points. So it's a Twitch channel point redeem. Let me go grab the Twitch link.
All right.
And I think
I love streaming.
I love streaming. I love crashing my OBS.
I think
yes,
my only
Scully.
goal. I do have one question for any YouTube reviewer. I'll wait until I have YouTube viewers. Anyway, let's talk.
You know what? Beppis Boy, to show YouTube some love, I'm gonna say one time only. Beppis Boy, you can submit 2 custom cards for being a YouTube viewer. And my infinite generosity. Jarther, thank you for the 50 bits. Hey boss, my card has 2 sides and a token, so I redeemed 3 times. If you only needed 1, please give us back the 2 extra for the others. Jarther, I'm gonna make that determination based on word count. Some of you do be submitting custom cards that are 3 cards, and some of you submit double-sided cards that are just 1 card.
Okay, the Mind Shack, my treasured YouTube viewer, is
the Mind Shack.
Yeah, don't make fun of my viewer's username.
I'm gonna make fun of it harder.
Can you hear music on YouTube? I'm terrified if I begin like a video playback, my RAM is gonna explode. Like I just do not have the RAM for it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No, we cannot hear music. Okay, great.
Perfect.
And this is awesome. I just got a sub, but it does not display in my event feed, which is annoying.
Hell yeah. D, thank you for the follow. And then, ooh, we did a level 7 hype train. That's so nice of you. We got Puffer Pop. I don't know what that fucking means. All right, I'm hitting the manual ad break.
Day Dalius, thanks for subscribing. Kelpius Kelp, thanks for the Prime sub.
Hell yeah. We love Kelp. All right, I'm doing the manual ad break, and then we will.
This is the perfect time for me to crash out. Whoops! OBS crashed. Okay, maybe maybe I just have to forsake vertical YouTube. I just can't do 3 streams.
I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you were doing all this from a laptop. Chat, for context, I screamed at Elk for a period of like 10 minutes yesterday about how they needed to multi-stream to 5 platforms at once. And it appears to be stressing your 1 kilobyte of RAM to the absolute limit.
Yeah, I thought this would be better. I had no issue streaming multiply before. I think it's literally just vertical YouTube. Like I just can't stream to YouTube vertically. That's just not gonna happen.
That's weird. Why are you like that?
Yeah, so vertical Elk stream is gone forever. It's not happening.
Vertical Elk stream is dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, then to OBS's unrivaled competency. OBS is fine. We just have loser computers because we're like the YouTube full time where like a toothache could make us go get a job application.
Okay, I'm just making sure I haven't forgotten anything, and I think the answer is I have.
Hey, thank you, Darius.
All right. I would like another check from YouTube to make sure that I'm not blasting DMCA music over there. But then we'll be good to go.
Have you ever considered just having like headphones in your phone and listening to the music in such a way that it's not diegetic for the stream at all?
I like to listen to music with my viewers. It's like
God.
It's a little relationship building thing. Is anyone else missing every third word? I hope not. because that's not something I have to wear. Okay, anyway, I have a chat previewer that like consolidates the chats down into one chat. Am I live on Twitch, by the way? Everyone's posting on YouTube now. Anyway, I have a chat and the chat consolidator kept crashing, and the reason why the chat consolidator broke was because I uninstalled Microsoft Edge from my computer.
It required edging to consolidate chat?
It required Microsoft Edge to function because it uses WebView 2 or something. So you need ridiculous. Edge for that.
That's absolutely fucking silly.
I also experienced a horror story over this weekend, Mauled. It's my turn to vamp this time. I've turned to the vamp.
I've taken control of the vamping.
I got a horror story over this last weekend. It was my friend's Christian's like birthday weekend, and we went out bar crawling. We went bar hopping across Denver, and I was like maybe like a few drinks and 2 Long Island iced teas deep. Like I was fucking destroyed. And apparently, I went to the urinal after my friend Christian, and I did a bit where I used the urinal right next to him. You know, I broke the urinal code as a joke with my friend Christian. I was like, "Hey, what's up?"
What the fuck is wrong with you?
And then Christian's boyfriend came in, and Christian's boyfriend came in, and Christian's boyfriend was just like, "Oh, you can't do that, man. You just broke the urinal code." Like we're all friends and all joking, and then a stranger came in and did it. When there was a buffer urinal there, and me and Bob, in our drunken state, Bob is Christian's boyfriend, started yelling at the stranger that he broke the urinal code while he was pissing. I was like, dude, you can't do that.
You can't.
I was 2 Long Islands in.
I was
too long. I do not remember a second
2
of this,
Long Islands in, and you yelled at a stranger for pissing
I wasn't
near
yelling.
you? They're going to cancel you. They're going to cancel you.
The best part about this is the guy left the bathroom afterward, and my friend Jared was walking to the bathroom, and he was like, "Dude, that was fucking weird." And Jared said, "Yeah, those are my friends."
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
Oh my god. Okay, no. Acomas 817 backing me up in chat here. This is my friend Jared. He just berated him a little.
He just a little bit. This is why you use the elk avatar, so nobody knows that you're being fucking deranged on main. We're gonna be pissing in Atlanta, and you're just gonna be screaming at people.
Well, if I have 2 Long Islands, I will.
2 Long Islands!
And only if they don't respect the urinal code. Like, who doesn't use a buffer urinal again with a stranger?
I don't, dude. I'm trying to promote my shit. I walk out, I go to a urinal stranger, I break urinal code, I pass him my phone. I'm like, if you could give me a like and follow, good sir. If you could subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to eat, you know? I'm trying to eat. Ben Fossman, if you're in the vertical stream, I've abducted you from doom scrolling. Please proceed to either Twitch chat or the horizontal YouTube stream to witness some foul custom card reviews with my goat Elk. All right, so people asking in Twitch chat, for each custom card redeem you buy, you get 1 card. It's titled First Drop, because if we get through all the cards we have released into the ecosystem before the end of the stream, which is in 96 minutes, we will drop more. Now, each individual is limited to 3 cards a person per stream unless you have paid physical money. And even then, we're not taking any new ones right now. Even if you pay physical money, you could send me 100 big ones, I'm keeping it. But if we get to the end of the 50 we currently have in the queue, I will let you know the rules for submitting new ones. Sunny Boy, thank you for the Prime. Plugo Doctor, thank you for the Prime. Aegis Athene, thank you for gifting 2 community subs. And Little McSdoom, thank you for gifting 1. All right, we got a personal question from JT Rules, which I think will go for Elk too. Have you ever taken apart one of your decks because either you or your playgroup didn't like it? Elk, I will let you go first since nobody likes your decks.
Yeah, so I built Kellen Daring Traveler, which puts everyone in a loving chokehold with like the soft lock with Gaddock Teague and Brazella. And I decided they're having too much fun after they didn't like it, so I put Drannith Magistrate in. and then said, fuck you. I don't know. I made my deck worse. My friends don't deserve joy. No, my entire play group builds horrific war crime decks, so that isn't really an issue. We don't really like go like, please don't play this.
I've taken apart a ton of my decks because if I, frankly, I'm never wrong. Straight up, if I build a deck to do something, it will do that thing with unerring certainty. And if I don't like the deck after that, it can't be upgraded and still be the same deck because it means I was wrong about that thing translating to fun, which that happens all the time. So if I have a deck that is not working the way that I want it to, I never fix it by upgrading the deck. I almost always fix it by going like, well, we're going straight back to the drawing board and we are trying to do a fully different thing. Because this thing that I wanted to do, that I 100% executed on, was not satisfying in the way I imagined it would be.
Yeah, I definitely take apart decks all the time if they're not fun, or like for me personally, or if they don't have varied gameplay patterns.
Yeah.
Even then, if like I don't know, it's like Kellen wins the same every single time. Like I always like do some fucking stupid hate bear shit.
Mm-hmm.
But the path to get there is always different.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a deck where the path to get there is always the same. That's Cormella. I just ramp, but the ending is always different because I steal shit from opponents. So
real. Okay. Steel Radiance, thank you for the sub, my friend. Welcome to the dog home. Fire Ferret, there's going to be a channel point redeem for it. They are all bought up currently. So without any further ado, we are going to jump into the thread and open up with Warhammer cards from Elikman.
Yes, let me open the Discord up.
And then the thread should be shorter today. Yeah, because I told everybody not to submit until they had actually like bought their redeems. So we have Elikman's first, and we're going to get into everybody else's. And then once we finish all of yours, we will look at time and we will open up a new number of redeems. Derpa Burp, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home. Tim Allen, zero clerics today. Zero clerics. Zero clerics
music
today.
To my ears. All right. Window capture this Discord.
Yeah, let me. Window capture on the wall. Who's the Discordiest of them all?
Okay, and this is in Dear Maldhound?
Dear Maldhound, bottom of Dear Maldhound, thread called August 7th Custom Card Review Stream, or AUG7.
Okay, and why isn't window capture working? I see. There we go. That's why. Okay, great. We've done it.
Zoria, we're going to go Discord top to bottom because we have limited the redeems enough that if you submitted today, you are going today. So we're not going to try to do any special order. It's just if you submitted today, stay in this stream. If you leave the stream, you forfeit the right to be present for your card review. But any card you submit in that thread today that you have a redeem for, it's getting done today. I promise you that.
Yes, we have solved a major number of issues with this.
Yeah. Ladder Style, if you want recordings of any of my streams, head to YouTube. There's a live tab, has all my VODs. Johnny Appleseed, you should not be able to redeem right now because they're sold out. Anyway, Free Guild Steel Helm. Are you with me, Elk? You with me right now?
Freed Guilds. Yep, I'm here.
Frida Bachibishable. All right, I'm now recording. 1 mana 1/1, squad of 3 or 4, depending on your colors. Enlist. When this becomes tapped, target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. No notes, perfect card.
Yeah.
Don't me. Thank you.
Whenever this creature attacks, you may tap a non-attacking creature controls summoning sickness when you do. God, I really don't want to say that it's too good for a common.
Well, can we look at that? Where's that like symbiote thing? There's that thing in Edge of Eternities that when it becomes tapped goes like +X/+X.
That's an uncommon, right?
How about you go fuck yourself? Matageddon, thank you for the Prime. I think, yeah, we could maybe talk about like uncommon just because it could make more bodies. But I like this in Elec Man. I am most proud of the word count on this. Very not busy.
Yeah, for sure.
Is exactly the right type of like thing the low to the ground guys should be doing. So Tax is a 1-mana 2/2 is 2025. We get to do that.
Yeah, attacking as a 1-mana 2/2 isn't the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Or at least it's not broken, I should say.
Yeah, the world's not burning down. Okay, I like that one. That seems solid. I could have played against that in Final Fantasy, and I would not have made a TikTok about how angry I was. So we move on to the Fusilier, a 2-mana 2/2, same type of squad thing. Reach Enlist. Oh Jesus! All right. Whenever this becomes tapped, deals 2 damage to any target. Oh no, the commander.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So here's no. Immediate gunshot sounds. Here's what you could do though. You could say, in commander specifically, you could say to an opponent. Even in like 1v1 Magic, I get to shock you to the face just because I swung this guy, or I get to like shock the blocker, and I get to enlist something. That attack's way too fucking good for a common. Because this nothing else effectively attacks as a 4-power creature, right, Elk? I know how.
Yes, so this is a 2-mana 4/2, and then you can also ping potential blockers.
Yeah.
And so like you can't block with 4 toughness creatures because otherwise you'll trade.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just kill dorks, or you kill your opponent. It should just be like maybe like 1 damage to each opponent.
1 to each opponent I could get behind, yeah. That would be real. Alright, next up. Free Guild Cavalier. 3-mana 3/3. Same squad thing. Trample Enlist. When it becomes tapped, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. I'll return to to Elk's quibbling over rarity here. I think a thing that grows that reliably, probably not a common. Probably fine for uncommon, but it's 3-mana 3/3 who becomes a 4/4, who becomes a 5/5, who becomes a 6/6. I don't know. How are you feeling, Elk?
Yeah, it's not like the most egregious thing in the world. That's literally the extent of my thinking. The squad 3 for a 3-drop is way better than the squad 3 on the 2-drop and the squad 3 on the 1-drop.
Mm-hmm.
Because the closer a squad gets to a card's actual, factual, tangible mana value, the better it is. So here you're squatting a 3-drop for a 3-drop, whereas previously you're squatting a 2-drop for 3, and you're squatting a 1-drop for 3.
Yeah.
Here you're squatting it for full, like, actual, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with Elsewise. We make this guy a 3-mana 2/2, and then it becomes really good if you can swing it. But otherwise, this is like trample, also very important for limited. And so 3-mana 3/3 with nothing but upside. Yeah, I think we either bump up the rarity, or bump the power and toughness down 1. But regardless, we will go to Free Guild Storehouse, 2-mana artifact. Whenever you untap 1 or more non-token creatures, put a storage counter on. Remove a storage counter, create a food token. I'm shooting you once here. Remove 2 storage counters, make a food and a map. I'm shooting you again. Remove 3, make a food, map, and treasure. I'm shooting you again. I'm shooting you mostly for draft here. Elk, do you agree with my gunshots?
The food token's a fine mode. The food and map is fine. My issue is you can activate this each turn.
Right, like this says 2 mana, I get a food token every turn, which is 3 life every turn. Like I can't remember how effective it is, but I do know that like the quality that determines how likely you are to win a limited game is who spent more mana. And so being able to turn mana into health every single turn of the game because you have a creature
Yeah,
That-
as we know, life is the most important resource in Magic the Gathering.
I mean, in limited, right? This is again like
Yeah.
for Commander, this is mostly the token cheaters are gonna do this. But for a draftable set, this just becomes like, holy fuck, I cannot kill this man.
Yeah.
And-
In Commander, this card's actually good because like you untap all your creatures. If you have a Seedborn Muse, of course Seedborn Muse, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like
if you have omniscience with this man, holy shit.
oh, you finally broke Seedborn Muse. Not the point. You can activate this each player's turn.
Right.
So you can do remove 3 on your turn, remove 3 on your opponent's turn, remove 3 on your next opponent's turn, remove 3 from your next opponent's turn. Like it's
What I would argue for is there should be a mana cost attached to activating these abilities. Then I think you can still have this, but I think it being like, for free, here are mana dumps that give you very meaningful things in limited gameplay. Like, I swear to God, Brian Kibler would bury a Bowie knife in any of y'all's chest to get a free map token during a limited game.
I think if this could be worded like whenever a creature becomes untapped, but I would put it on your upkeep. It would maybe be like beginning of your first main phase. If a creature you control became untapped this turn, you may pay 1, and then if you do, you make one of these tokens.
Oh, I like that.
Or you can like word it in a way like for each creature that each non-token creature you controlled that became untapped this turn. There's some weird wording that would probably work.
Mm-hmm.
It puts a trigger on the stack separately. You choose one that has been chosen this turn. You can get a map of food or a treasure, right? And you pay
fuck
1
with
for
that.
each.
I fuck with that. And then Gravitas Moore, thank you for the prime. Welcome to the dog home. JT rules. We will have to get to that later, but please hold that question. All right, keeping it pushing. We're gonna go to Zeal of Akshi, a 2-mana red instant with Convoke and Strive. Choose one. Any number of targets take 3. Any number of target creatures get +2/+1 till end of turn.
That first mode is broken. That first mode's
Yeah.
This is a common, dude. Fucking Lightning Strike's a common.
Yeah.
And Lightning Strike just does that for free.
Yeah, Lightning Strike does that without being convocable, and it being only 1 red. So this is like, effectively in limited, this says 4 mana sweeper with Convoke.
Look, Elikman, just read Fireball.
Yeah.
Elikman,
Well, I think this
just
is-
read Fireball. This is better than Fireball. It's Fireball times 3.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a very, like, I think this is a consistent theme of Elikman has historically valued damage as if it is going towards a life total in Commander rather than I'm ankle sniping your 2/2, which is what we're looking at. Because you and me play with a bunch of shitty little creatures, and I'm imagining, like, oh my god, my Goblin Electromancer got blown the fuck out because you had 1 creature and 1 open mana.
Elikman says, but it's less efficient than Lightning Bolt, isn't it? Lightning Bolt hasn't been in Standard in a decade.
Yeah, it's less efficient than Lightning Bolt, and Lightning Bolt is also like top of the fucking. You also can't copy Lightning Bolt.
Lightning Bolt isn't the signpost. The signpost is Lightning Strike.
Yeah.
It should be Lightning Strike. That's the signpost, and this is better than Fireball. This is better than Bonfire of the Damned.
Yeah. Yeah, so we just pair that one back in general. That goes so fucking crazy.
Yeah, I would look at Fireball.
Yeah. All right, then Stand Sentinel. 1 mana instant with Convoke and Strive. Untap something, it gets +1/+1. So this is like the combat trick.
Yeah, this is fine. I like this.
It would piss me off. You hit me with it. I don't think it's broken, but it would. If you just had a creature and you tapped it to convoke this and gave it +1/+1 for free, I would be mad as shit. I would be mad as shit having to respect a free mana +1/+1. But I don't think it's outrageous.
At common, maybe 1 in a white, because you can have like a clear shot problem. Clear shot's one of the most fucked up limited cards ever printed. It's 2 and a green it gives at instant speed, it gives a creature +1/+1 until end of turn. It has it fight something else. So what you do is you move to combat with your creature, you swing, and they go, okay, I'll block with my slightly larger creature, and then you go +1/+1 on that creature, or you're trading +1/+1 on the creature that got blocked. You have it fight one of their creatures, and then you win the combat as well. It's a 2-for-1. So you could have an issue here where it's kind of the same thing, where you move to combat with 2 creatures, and then they go double block, we're trading, and you go, no, surprise, my creatures suddenly have flanking. That should maybe be 3 mana.
No. You have to eat my butthole. The doctor said.
So maybe 1 in a white, and then a Strive of a white.
Yeah. Speak of the devil, we have Hold Fast, which is 1 in a green with Convoke and Strive. Put a shield counter on any number of target creatures you control. I think that any number wording in that negates the need to have Strive, but I think I can see what you're going for.
This is how Strive cards are worded. It's
okay. That's fine. So it's 2 mana protect a creature, 3 mana protect a second creature, 4 mana protect a third creature. I think the 2 mana protect 1 is pretty fine, right? Is there any way this gets not fine because you can do it to a lot of things? Did the creature get elk? Hold on. All right, Nox, thank you for the Twitch follow. The person asking about commander decks, yes, we do. They are mostly done via Ko-Fi commission right now. We have an ! roast command. Oh my god, Elk's Discord crest. Okay, so Baconator, they're sold out right now, but we're putting out the customs in extremely limited doses, and we're going to open up more once we finish the current set. But we want to be very sure that we have no backlog. We want to get to the end of the stream, and everybody who bought today went today.
Okay.
You back?
So,
hell yeah.
Great news. Yes, Discord crashed instead of OBS.
Good.
Which is preferable.
All right, we got to talk about your computer. We're gonna fix this.
My birthday's soon. Send me money on coffee.com, and I have to turn you into google.com, and then turn you back into your webcam. So that way you're loaded and working.
Hell yeah. Ryder, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Welcome to the dog home, my friend. Okay, so I'm cool with this. We will go to the next, which is the Ironweld Great Cannon, a 4 mana vehicle, the 6/6 with reach and trample. When it becomes, when it gets crewed, when it becomes an artifact creature, if it was crewed by 2 or more creatures, it deals damage to any target equal to half its power. Its crew is 4. Okay, so it's 4 mana. If I get 4 power, I get a 3 damage bolt. I get lightning bolt, and I get a 6/6 with reach and trample. I don't think I'm losing my mind because crew 4 is like limited. You kind of have to do something to get to crew 4.
Okay, OBS has crashed. I'm just not going to stream.
Are you?
I'll figure this out in the future.
Okay. We'll have a tech support day.
Yeah, I'll at least run it for the virtual camera, but I just can't stream. It's just not going to work.
Okay, everybody go to Elk's Ko-Fi and give them, like, if we all band together and give Elk 50 cents, we can get this little streamer a computer that works. All right, how do you feel about the Great Cannon?
So it deals damage to any target equal to half its power.
Yeah, if you crewed it with 2 or more creatures. So like you do gotta work a little.
You have to crew with an artifact creature and crew it with 2 or more creatures. Then it deals damage to any target equal to half its power.
You don't have to crew it with an artifact creature. It's when the vehicle becomes an artifact creature if it was crewed by 2 or more. When it becomes one. I thought you had to crew it with an artifact creature. I was no,
like,
that would be crazy. That would be a Cirque du Soleil routine.
Yeah, okay. So I think that this is fine. And you need to say rounded down and rounded up.
Yeah. But who would move the power of this vehicle to an odd number, Elk?
Any number of the things that put +1/+1 counters on things when they
You
become
sound
tapped.
insane. You sound crazy. All right, but I think I'm mostly fine with this one.
Whoops.
All right, I'm gonna move to Wilder Corpse Hunter, a Gruul 2/2 with squad of 3, reach and skulk. For 4 colorless, you can make a 1/1 Naya dog with haste. I mean, my eyeballs aren't popping out of my head, but
Mana Sinks are good.
oh, you are echoing like a motherfucker now. What happened? Hold on.
Oh, I'm on Twitch. I'm sorry. I forgot to mute on the thingy. I had to restart the Twitch stream together thing.
Oh,
everything should be fine now.
Okay, we're
great.
good. We're good.
I mean, Mana Sinks aren't nothing.
Yeah, like that's the again, like whoever spends more mana tends to win the game in limited. Now in Commander, right? In Commander, that 4 colorless thing is just fucking blank unless you're doing it for the Gruul infinite mana girlies.
Yeah, like no, this card's fine. It's uncommon. We're good. You can have Mana Sink like this at uncommon.
Okay, I'll believe you. You're definitely. I'm shit ass. I'm not analyzing uncommons. Also, Cinderblock Sally, thank you for the follow. It's good to see you, buddy.
Put this card next to River Hoopo. It's the same thing. It's not.
Yeah, well, no, it's not the same thing because River Hoopo's the fucking goat. All right, River Hoopo's the fucking best. That's my guy right there. All right, let's go to Excelsior War Priest, the Boros 2/2 with lifelink. Valiant. Whenever this becomes the target creature you control gets protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Okay. That's like, I mean, what I'm thinking of is like you Valiant this and then your swings are free, right? That's probably the most realistic effect.
Yeah, this does give unblockable. I think it's just fine though. Like, oh, if you equipped this object,
might make a fucking might make the combat tricks playable in limited.
Yeah, like this is fine. This is a good one.
I like this. Raptured One, thank you for the prime. Welcome to the dog home. But yeah, I'm cool with this. That's good. We'll move to the next set of 10, and then we'll be out into the free redeems for the day. Let me look at... Okay, so this is actually... Elikman is calling his shot on minis that do not exist yet, but will exist, and do exist in the lore. We're down at Free Guild Marshal. There's like a couple of people who just posted text, and then there's the next block of Elikman's cards.
Yeah, I see.
All right. Free Guild. 3 mana Boros 3/2. Mentor Enlist. Valiant to get a 1/1 counter. Whenever this creature enlists another creature, the enlisted creature gets +2/+0.
That really doesn't play well with Mentor.
Yeah, is that line of text genuinely just a non-bow Mentor? Because doesn't the enlisted creature not swing?
Oh, well, the enlisted creature gets +2/+. Oh, I see. So enlisted creature gets +2/+0, and then it gets transferred onto the Free Guild Marshal, I think is the thought. But I think you've already enlisted by the time... No, it will trigger in response to the enlist activated ability. So, no, you shouldn't do this. You should just say this creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. It's a lot less confusing. Just
okay. So it's supposed to be if I enlist this creature, he is a 3 mana 6/2 at minimum.
You're getting too cute. You're buffing the creature you are enlisting to buff the enlister, which is just buff the enlister. Just buff the enlister. Yeah. It's okay.
I think even at uncommon, if you want both these keywords, he gets one of these abilities.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's happening with the Free Guild Cavalier Michel. 4 mana 4/4, trample enlist. Whenever this becomes tapped, make a map or a food. Whenever this creature enlists another creature, draw a card. I'll kill
if
you.
enlist is once a turn, it should be whenever this creature enlists another creature of like power 4 or greater, or 3 or greater, draw a card. That's a green thing.
Yeah. You put a power restriction on this. I'm back in, but just like, holy fuck! I take like a mana dork in this set. I curve into this with a mana dork. I enlist the dork, and I'm getting an extra card every turn. I would scream, and I get a like map token. I don't know. I lose my mind over maps. Maps in limited are so much better than I think you can possibly understand until you have lost like 20 drafts in a row.
Is Elk aware that their stream is down? Yes. After OBS crashed for the 4th time, I realized that my stream was down.
Yeah. Okay, so we put a power restriction on that guy. Then we're much happier. Fusil Major, a 5-mana Gruul 3/2. I love that stat line, first of all. Reach. Whenever they enter, make a 3/4, fuck you, red and green ogre soldier creature token named Ogor Warhulk with trample, and then this thing gets ward 1. Mark targets 2 and tap until the beginning of your next end step. If a source you control would deal damage to target non-land permanent, it deals double that damage instead. This is, I think, the most the most cute Rube Goldberg machine that I will sign off on, with the minor caveat of we may want to sorcery speed mark targets. Elk, how do you feel?
I think you can sorcery speed mark targets and also just like have it deal double damage to players if you set the mana cost to 3. I think it's totally fine if it hits anything and it just does double damage. Maybe have target source, like if target.
I think if you were gonna let it bomb players, you should have to pick a source on your end. But just going like, hey, 3 mana, my whole board does double damage to you. I don't know.
Yeah, even getting rid of mark targets is just like, this card's just very good. But you need to like have the, it's a Fusil Major, right? Like this guy's like, he blasts people.
I like the flavor of he makes his counterpart. He is expensive for a very shit body. Now making 2 bodies that are both 3 power, that's okay. I would keep it non-land permanent. I think if we extend this to players, there's just like too much other shit you have to think about. So I would say keep it on permanence. Do not be Icarus. And we will move on to the Naya one. All right, Collegiate Arcane Battle Mage, red, green, white, 1/3 for red, green, white tap. Which this is a like genuinely fucking big hurdle in limited. Choose one that hasn't been chosen. Oh, it lightning bolt something. Put a counter on 2 target creatures. Tap or untap 2 target creatures.
So lightning bolt something, which is very strong, but you have to spend a total of 6 mana to get the first one.
I don't like this card because it feels like a trap. It doesn't feel like, oh, this is too good. It feels like, 1, it's doing too much, and 2, this card either does everything or does not a goddamn thing. It should not. If it's over 3 generic, this card's way too good.
Oh yeah, do not bring back 3 generic. I don't know why it says choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Is the joke that, I untap the Collegiate Arcane Battle Mage?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a number of... We saw that 1 mana untap target creature thing in white. So it's happening. I think Alec-Man just has a differing belief than us on how achievable Naya is. Twice.
Just say other creatures. And then remove the confusing choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Tap or untap 2 other target creatures.
Well, no, because there's... I think I think Ellic's trying to guard against, oh, I lightning bolt 3 times in a turn if I have more mana than God.
But it taps. And if you've assembled this and on a tapper and that much Naya mana, maybe you should get multiple lightning bolts.
That's true. That's the price. I drafted all fixing in the Arcane Battle Mage. I get to shoot you. If it can do this, this does feel like a rare to me. Like if I looked at this card and I was like, oh, I get to do all that. I get to do all this shit. Then I would be thinking rare personally.
I think this can live at uncommon.
Well, I think you're wrong. So there. Okay. So we'll say split vote. Ty goes to the runner. Alec, man, this card's fine. We love you. Next Naya card, Castellite Formation. An enchantment. Whenever you target one or more creatures you control with a spell or ability, make a 1/1. Only triggers once each turn. Good boy. For 0 mana, Reconnaissance. Oh, no. It's not removed from combat. It's tap or untap. Activate only once during your turn, only once each turn.
So, but like, why don't you just say when you activate this, you get a 1/1 soldier? Just make a 1/1 soldier on the 0 ability. Because the first part is it just works with the second one. I guess
well, yeah,
works
but they
on
want it to work
cards.
with. You are investing Naya into a 3-drop that does nothing. If you have an empty, like if you play this into an empty board, you sit there and explode. So I do kind of get why Alec wants it to be like Valiant on everything.
I see. This is just Bitter Blossom. If you have any creature in play in this,
yeah, it's Bitter Blossom, but you have to have a down payment.
Yeah, the first creature is not free with this one, but then it's Bitter Blossom.
Yeah. Okay, I'm mostly fine with this. I think the pip buy-in really holds us back from being busted in limited, and so it seems like a very like they see this in limited, everybody passes it, some commander decks use it. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
All right, then we have Crusade's End, a Naya sorcery with Convoke and Strive. So much hybrid mana, dog. So much fucking.
My
eyes. Yeah. Any number of target creatures you control get. When this deals combat damage, search for a basic land, put into your hand, shuffle. If that player controls the creature with the greatest power, get it tapped.
I want you to read the card Harvest Season.
I love it when Elk opens the response with, I want you to read this card. I want you to witness your sins.
I want you to read Harvest Season. And then ask yourself, is this worth 3 mana for each creature that's swinging? And they have to connect.
Yeah. So do you think just cheaper, or do you think it should do a different thing?
I've read that card. It's one of my favorite decks. That's not true. Then why did you make this?
It's an homage. It's an homage.
This is sneaky. Infinitely worse than Harvest Season.
Yeah. I mean, maybe if this were... Oh, God. My brain auto-completed that this was instant, too. I think if you wanted it to be like this, it should also give some type of buff at this mana value. Like even if it's just +1/+1, if it's trample, something like that.
This doesn't say until end of turn. What do you mean? What? No, neither of the cards say until end of turn.
Oh, they're implying that Crusade's End just gives it to the creature perpetually.
Yeah,
I am.
Yeah, no, that's hard to track, and yeah, no, let's not do that either.
Yeah, I think, Alec, I think Cute Shot, I think it should change a little bit. I think this is too much worse than Harvest Season, but I do get the vision. And then I want to take slight break because we have some new people who have, not even a break, but a moment to elaborate to the new people who have jumped in. The custom cards you submit you with a channel point purchase, those are out of stock right now. When we get to the end of the current queue, we're going to open more up. Madra, thank you for the 5,000 bits. That is an incredibly generous donation to the dog pile. I do need you to be clear on expectations. You're not going to be able to submit a lot of cards today because the queue is already full, and that doesn't matter if you give us money, and you're still going to be limited to 20 cards total, and we probably will not be able to do those today in the first place. But if you are trying to lock up slots for the future, thank you kindly. All right, what's next? What's next?
Okay, hang on. Yogi Bear's saying this one's about the largest creature, not number of creatures, though. Yogi Bear, tell me how this card is remotely comparable to Harvest Season in a favorable way. And then you can get back to me.
When I get you. Adria Henze. All right, Ironweld Cogfort, a 6-mana Naya 10/10. This is a rare, so it gets to do a lot. Reach, Trample, Vigilance, every keyword in the book. When this vehicle becomes an artifact creature, choose 2 that haven't been chosen. Deals damage to any target equal to number of creatures that crewed it. Discard your hand. Draw cards equal to the number of creatures that crewed it to a maximum of 6. Untap up to 2 creatures you control that crewed Ironweld Cogfort. Okay. I am dim on this. Mainly because I think this is you've again stepped into the trap of what if I required a massive amount of investment for massive amounts of payoff. It is very difficult to balance things that do all this type of crazy shit, because it's either going to not work at all, or it's going to be like, oh, they played this, the game's over now, wah wah. And I think this errs on the side of not working at all with Crew 6.
Yeah, Crew 6 is an astronomical number. On top of this is just kind of formatted in a weird way. A lot of these abilities are just like not ideal. Like, I know you're like, oh, it's cute that it's like equal to the number of creatures that crewed it, but like to a maximum of 6, like this isn't D&D.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing a trading card game. Like, discard your hand, draw 2. Should be that second ability, probably. The first ability's good. I like that.
Yeah, Alec, I understand wanting the investment to be worth the payoff. What I'm trying to impress upon you is past a certain amount of investment, the payoff is just unbalanceable. Because the payoff has to be, I win the game, you give me a back rub and the keys to your car.
It's meant to proc your on-tap effects, yes, but it can only do so if you have 6 power worth of things. You know what procs your on-tap effects? Smuggler's Copter, which has a crew of 1. that procs your on-tap effects.
Yeah.
Like, you're allowed to have bad rares in your set, to be clear. Like, this can be a dream, absolutely, but...
Yeah, if you want this to be a dream, this can be the dream. It is definitely a dream that I think most people just go like, oh, I'm not picking this.
Yeah.
All right, let's see the first mythic rare for today. 4 mana Naya 3/3 with haste and enlist, squad of potentially a billion. Valiant to make 2 1/1s. Whenever this becomes tapped, target creature you control gets first strike until end of turn. If this is the second time this ability has resolved, this creature deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of creatures and battles you control in addition. I think this is too cute. I think this is, I realize it's a mythic rare, so it gets more words. This feels like needs too much investment to begin. Oh, I guess it gives itself Valiant. Okay, never mind. I'm seeing the Rube Goldberg machine.
I would kill Squad.
Yeah.
That's it. This already makes a ton of fucking tokens. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's okay. So it's a 3/3 with effectively 3/3 with first strike. When it attacks, I make 2 1/1s.
Yes. And then if you find a way to go dink, 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 you blow something up.
Yeah, then you get lightning bolts. Okay.
And it works with the Valiant because, you untapped it and then you retapped it. This does not need squad. Everything else about this is fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I actually kind of like that. Now let's look at, a legendary. Talia Vedra, Lioness of the Parch. Naya with an extra red. 5/5. First strike, flying haste. Lead from the front. Whenever they attack, if it's the first combat phase of the turn. Oh, you get an extra combat. If a creature you control becoming tapped causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. Okay, so this is very... Well, I was going to say commander code, and then I was like, oh, it's 4 mana, win the game in draft.
First strike, flying haste. This does 10 damage.
Yeah, turn 4. I get my lands right. I hit you for 10 in the air. Whew. I would write a strongly worded letter if you play that against me in draft. I would write it. I would find Mark Rosewater's personal phone number.
How is the extra combat traditional? The extra combat is conditional. Yeah, conditioned that it's the first combat. Oh, there is an additional if you untap 4 objects. But then no, hang on.
Oh yeah, I'm smoking crack. I didn't read the rest of the. I just saw extra combat and I assumed it was Karlach. Okay, so it's 4 mana, deal 5 damage. Maybe I can overrun you. I think the pips might make this acceptable for limited then.
Yeah, this is overrun.
It's still good as hell.
I'd maybe make it like a 4/5. Like, I don't know. I think 5/5 is just a little too big.
Like, this is one of the cards that goes on 17 lands is just like 70% win rate in hand. But yeah, it doesn't. Not being Karlach text is better. Yeah, not just immediately I win the game.
The second ability means you get 2 combats, but it doesn't work unless you have vigilance ? I kind of really don't like that if that's how that works. Whenever it attacks, if it's the first combat phase. Okay, I don't think it does. We're good. This is fine.
This is fine. We get to live. All right, let me start pulling up the queue. So we have... next, we're going to move to Nathiator's cards. So they have 4 because they gifted approximately $1 million. So they have 3 points redeemed and then 1 extra one.
Mm-hmm.
This is Tenix the Scarred, a 3 mana 2/3, an Elixni Mercenary.
We missed a legend apparently from Elixni.
Oh, we missed a legend. Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Pontifex Zenestra, Matriarch of the Great Wheel, 4 mana Naya 0/8. As hexproof if you control tapped creatures, gives instants and sorceries convoke. At the beginning of combat each turn, untap all your tapped creatures, and then deal X damage to each opponent, where X is the number of creatures untapped this way.
So if you have a wide board, you go tap everything.
Yeah.
Untap with Drumbellower, untap with Seedborn, untap with any number of the untapper things. Oh no, the beginning of each combat in each turn, this just Seedborn muses itself.
Yeah, and it's if you have any instance, you just invoke the instance out. I think this feels too commander specific to be healthy for limited. Like, I feel like if I saw this as a commander, even
just like a vehicle, just overcrew a vehicle.
Yeah.
Every turn, and you just nuke each opponent equal to the number of creatures you control.
Mm-hmm.
Though notably, you can't block, I guess. That's the downside. But just don't tap all your creatures. Like, just keep a couple around, I guess.
Yeah. I think there's something here. I just think it's... It's one of those things where it's so busy, it's difficult to tell exactly how it's going to play out. It also depends on how plentiful the instance in your set is.
It does say then if it's your turn, so it doesn't nuke each turn.
Yeah, it doesn't just nuke everything to death, but it does give you a tremendous amount of value because all your creatures are mana dorks.
Yeah, this is definitely very good.
Yeah, it really depends on what the instants look like in your set, because if you can build a Naya deck that has good access to instant speed draw or even card selection, who dog?
Oh yeah,
who dog?
One commune with lava and you just go boom.
Right.
Draw a card for each creature I control.
But in the limited archetype, if you can't really do that, then it's not nearly as good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there's potential there. All right, now we're going to move on to Taniks the Scarred. A 3-mana Rakdos with 2/3 with Death Touch. Whenever a creature dies, you create a tapped treasure token. Only triggers once each turn. Sack 3 artifacts, pay Rakdos. Return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield transformed. And it flips to Taniks the Abomination, a 5/5 with flying. On attack, return an artifact with mana value 3 or less from grave to field.
No. You can't do this in black-red. I think this would be a lot more if it was like a trash for treasure effect. Mm-hmm. Like you can sack an artifact to bring back an artifact. It's possible this is just fine as is, but like I think it's a lot more red-black to like sack something to bring something back.
Yeah, I think all of the stuff that says, "Oh, Jay Arlington, thank you for the raid. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're looking at custom cards that our viewers have made." I do agree with Elk. The stuff that is just get this artifact back to field is usually white. Like black can get creature reanimation. I don't think it's gotten artifact reanimation, but
it has an on Recure the Traveler, but you pay life for it. You cast something from your graveyard. To be clear, like it's kind of like a trash for treasure effect because you have to sack 3 artifacts and pay 2 mana to flip it. Mm-hmm. I could see it. It's just like the mana value 3 or less makes it feel very.
That's like a white. That's Sun Titan right there.
It's very white coded for sure. Like it might just be fine if you can just bring back anything.
Yeah. Maybe. No, I think bringing it back and sacking it at end of turn is actually even stronger than this is, right? Because then you can do some fucked up loops or like death triggers or stuff like that.
Whenever a creature dies, you create a tapped treasure. Only once each turn. And then you can flip it. I don't know. I think this card's fine.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
it looks neat. All right, next, Perfect Paradox, a 2-mana equipment. If equipped creature has 2 or more equipments called Perfect Paradox, unattach all but one. Oh, good. That will never lead to any misunderstandings. Equipped creature has +1/+1 for each equipment named Perfect Paradox on the battlefield under your control. A deck can have any number of cards named Perfect Paradox. Immediately wrong. Immediately wrong. I want you to look at Semblance Anvil and think about what you've done. I want you to look at Semblance Anvil and then literally anything that draws you a card for casting an artifact, or look at Mystic Forge and think about what a bad boy you've been. I will not hear you out. Because like this just becomes much like any type of time loop. This is not going to work how you want it to. It is just going to become food for every Storm deck. This just becomes like, oh, now my Cheerios deck is perfect and deterministic.
Yeah, I think it's like slightly less like nightmare mode than that, but it's definitely not perfect. Like one like red pip in the mana cost, like 1 in a red Perfect Paradox artifact equipment.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like if we have to get a Burgi in the mix, then we're back in the realm of like, oh, this is 3 to 4 cards you had to put together. You've made it to Christmas Land. You get to pick whatever toy you want. I just think that like the artifact cost reducers are so plentiful and it's so easy to cantrip off of casting artifacts that this just never gets used in the cool way that we want it to be used.
Yeah. 1 in a red casting cost, and then maybe like equip 2 or 3, and then reword the first ability to make me not have like a fucking like headache, and then you're probably there.
All right. Next or last from Nathiater, we have Excision. This is a 5 mana instant with 3 white pips, but it has Convoke. Spell can target creatures as though they did not have Hexproof, Ward, or Shroud. Exile target creature. I think wording alone, you'd be better off just going exile a creature of your choice. That's how they've historically gotten around, oh, we want this to hit Hexproof things.
Yeah. Just choose a creature, exile it. Like that like, yeah. Like Council's Judgment exists. That's what this is competing with.
Yeah.
This is an instant, which makes it slightly better than Council's Judgment in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Yeah. It's fine.
Right. Then let me go make sure Charge Volt actually... We already had one person who started posting cards. All right, Charge Volt, do you have a different name on Discord than you have on Twitch? Because I do not see your redeem in Twitch. Oh, no, I see it. Never mind. I'm blind as fuck.
I think 3-3 Extreme crashed. Yeah, my OBS crashed for a fourth time, and we are no longer live on my end, but I'll troubleshoot that in the future.
Army Hitch, there's a thread in Dear Malltown called Og 7th Custom Card Review Thread. Posted in there. All right, Charge Volt's card is Tetsu of the Floodgates, a Grixis 2/3. As long as it's tapped, spells you control lose split second and can't resolve. What? Pay 4 life to untap Tetsu. Only opponents...
So you put a lot of fuck you spells up on the stack, and then you untap Tetsu of the Floodgates, and then it just spews out all of your creatures. This is a horrible way to word this. Just say, while it's tapped, when you cast a spell, exile it instead. And then with a fuck you counter on it. And then you can pay 4 life to untap him.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, so how this should work is Grixis mana, add this line of text. You may choose not to untap Tetsu of the Floodgates during your turn. Okay, great. Whenever you cast a spell, exile it instead with a fuck you counter on it. And pay 4 life, untap it, and then you can cast any number of spells with fuck you counters on them from exile.
Yeah, Charge Volt, you're talking about locking spells under this, which I think is the thing that's like only a good play pattern in your Mind Palace. I heavily encourage you to do this one time in real life, and it will just be you being like, all right, I've locked you out of the game. And your opponent's like, so what do we do now? And you're just like, we wait. And that will get old in like about 3 to 6 minutes is how long that will last.
Like, this is like you put the spells on the stack, and then like nothing can happen ever because...
Yeah, and you just prevent the stack from being used.
Yeah, well, then maybe add a rider to this card that's like, spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more for each spell exiled under, so it becomes like a fucking hate piece.
Yeah.
Like, your spells become more expensive the more spells you put in the Floodgates, and then your opponents pay 4 life to let you cast something.
Yeah.
That's how you do that. And like, you don't have to fuck with the stack in a way that's not possible. You can just put things in exile.
So everybody going, but you pay 4 life. Like, then it just becomes I control Relic of Legends. The game is permanently locked. I control Paradise Mantle. I win the game, or we sit here forever. Like, it's functional in the worst way, which is the only way to... It either doesn't hold up the game at all, or I win the game infinitely. Yeah, I control a vehicle. I control, not Springleaf Drum, because that only does it once, but like Paradise Mantle, any of the thing, like Cryptolith Rite, which is not in Grixis, but whatever, you get the fucking point. Relic of Legends is the original one I thought of. And then it just becomes I've won the game unless you would like to not put anything on the stack ever again. So
Yeah.
I agree with what Elk said of you put it in exile with a go fuck yourself counter, and then you stacks the board out based on the number of spells you control with go fuck yourself counters.
Yeah, maybe you tie it to the card type, like instants cost 1 more for each instant exiled, or sorceries cost 1 more. Like, that'd be kind of fun. I don't know. I think
Chargeable, fucking, as long as you have the spells to lock them with. I cast Opt, and I tap
Opt.
this guy. I cast Opt, and I tap this guy. Your move, dickhead.
Yeah, the game's over at that point.
How would Blue ever find a 1 mana instant to lock this game? Like, you could fix it by going spells that have split second can't resolve, because then you actually like have very specific spells you need to lock things out. But the way this is currently worded is just like, I cast anything, I tap this guy, it loses split second, which it didn't have, and now it can't resolve. So the stack is now locked with my copy of Opt.
Y'all aren't reading the card. I am reading the card. I know what it does. You cast spells, they go on the stack. Your opponent's this spell doesn't. If a spell would to be resolved is unable to do so, the game continues as if the stack were empty. Yes, but here's the thing: all spells and abilities work. Yeah, remain on the stack. Here's the thing. Yes. Yeah, that just shouldn't. Here's the thing, chat. That just shouldn't fucking exist. It should just go into exile. It should just go into exile, chat.
Yeah, we're just doing. We have.
You can't sorcery speed. You can't play lands. This just does not work. Just put it in exile. Let's just.
Everyone else's stuff resolves, just not yours. That's not how Magic works. That's not how Magic works. Very fair, TBH. I just wanted to stop spells from resolving because I thought it would be funny. It would, like, it's funny as the punchline to a video. It's just not funny as an ongoing play pattern that you can create by tapping it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna move on to Whitebread's card. Sliver Assimilation, a 4-mana sorcery. Trees in effect, and it becomes a sliver until end of turn. I'm gonna Vine Boom this just because I don't think sliver players deserve a goddamn thing. But it's mostly fine.
Yeah, this is totally fine card.
Go off. Krark with Friends. Gruul Krark. When you cast a creature spell, flip a coin. If you lose the flip... No, fuck you. Fuck you. The green players don't deserve this. The green players do not deserve this shit.
Dude, one Beast Whisperer, hear me out.
Shut the fuck up.
One Beast Whisperer, hear me out.
Shut the absolute... I love that you gave it red so that it's still gonna do Bergy shit. I hate you, man. I hate you. This is cute. Whitebread, you are funny for this. If I saw this printed, I would scream. All right, Wild Encounter. Choose a creature you control. It bites, costs 2 less, but targets an attacking creature, and it's instant.
Is this meant to work? Oh, choose a creature you control. Okay, great. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this works.
That's fine. That's healthy. You've submitted 3 bangers, Whitebread. Be proud. You've cooked.
Yeah, we're good.
Hold on. My TikTok stream detected inactivity because I'm not being entertaining enough to make the people on TikTok chat talk. I'm so sorry, TikTok chat. Okay, we're coming back. All right, next up we have DJ Poro.
I'm sensing inactivity on all of my streams for some reason.
How could you do that? Okay, we have DJ Poro next. When God Descends, a 6-mana Rakdos legendary sorcery. Hey, thank you, Connor, for the la-la-las. So we have to control a legendary creature, choose a legendary creature or planeswalker, put an indestructible counter on it, becomes a god, exile all other non-land permanents. For as long as they're exiled, their owners may cast them if the chosen permanent isn't on the battlefield.
Ooh, I kind of like that design
cool.
space.
That's kind of cool. So it's I sit my fat ass on the battlefield. Only I'm here. You guys can come back out if you kill me.
I think we've reached Dune Blast. This should probably be 7 mana. Like, I think
it's
that's
a
the only
legendary
mana.
sorcery, right?
Yeah,
Like
I know, but like, control your commander isn't. Like a hurdle.
But that's so hard. They hate my commander. They keep killing my commander.
I like this at 7 mana because it's a really big risk to try and go for it because someone can just go. Because suddenly their Path to Exile is also counterspell, and you get 2 for 1.
Yeah.
So, but I like it at 7. I think it'll be good at 7. It'll be good. At 6 mana, it's totally fair. I think I would, as a Magic the Gathering player, my opinion is I would like it at 7. I think at 6, it's fine too.
I think we need it at
I would like
5.
it more.
So let's compromise and put it at 6. Shake my hand.
Yeah, sure.
Shake my
Sure,
hand.
fine.
Fuck you. All right. And then next one from Poro. Defeated, God of Vengeance. So Boros 3/1 with indestructible double strike and haste.
Oh, sorry. Pause.
What's up?
Agurthi Poro said choose up to 1. Choose up to 1 target legendary creature or planeswalker. So it still exiles everything even if you whiff. And I think that should not be the case. I think you should get blown out by a removal spell.
I don't know.
Rakdos players aren't getting to
people
6 mana. Have you heard of treasure token, Stupendo?
People would be playing some fucked up non-land permanents. I don't like them. I don't like their non-land permanents. All right, defeated, God of Vengeance. When he comes, he lightning helixes you, deals 3 damage. You gain 3. Sacrifice unless it escaped. If your devotion to red and white is 7 or more, sacrifice defeated. Escape of double Boros. Typical God escape cost. Okay.
So this is Flage.
Yeah, it's Flage, except he kicks himself in the dick if you do too good.
Why do we have this ability that, like, if your devotion's huge, you sack it?
I think because if you're winning, then you don't need vengeance. Right? Flage the Touchable. Double Strike's also really good. This feels like a card that's much more meaningful in like it would be more meaningful in Constructed and than it would be in Commander.
If this was printed into 60 card formats, it would be fucking disgusting. And it should not. No. Flage, Titan of Fire's Fury is already broken. Do not print this into Standard ever. 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 Okay. Now, moving on from that. Yeah, that's it. Flage is broken because it's free. This is 1 mana less than Flage, and it escapes the same as Flage, and it attacks for the same amount of damage as Flage. This is better Flage.
Yeah, I think the legacy players would be screaming about this. TBH.
Yeah, modern explodes when this is printed. You have 4 of these, and you have like 2 to 3 Flages, and you have Arena of Glory. Arena of Glory. This already is a Arena of Glory.
We get rid of red deck wins for Boros deck wins. Hell yeah.
It doesn't trigger on attack, but it still attacks like a Flage that has been Arena of Glory, which is one of the most broken play patterns in the world. You get 1 less Lightning Helix.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Someone's been flaged a few times too many. What's next? The Witchuge. A 6 mana Golgari 5/6 with Menace. When it becomes blocked, make a 0/1 that has when this enters exile. So it's a jailer for whatever blocked this thing. When the Witchuge deals combat damage to a player, exile that player's graveyard. Then they lose half their life rounded up. Holy fuck. So Menace, and if you block me, go fuck yourself. Jesus. And then it gets Unstoppable Slasher, you have no graveyard.
God, is this crazy that I like this card?
Fuck you. Why do you like this card?
I think the first ability is fun. I would like to see that for real. I do think that's a really white effect, though.
Yeah, making a whole Exiling under stuff, definitely a white effect. And then making a 0/1 is not necessarily white. We get that out of Golgari plenty of times.
I would just do Menace Death Touch. Like we're getting a little too cute, I think.
It is very cute. I mean, I get the whole, like, I want you to be able to get your stuff back and in a different way than just you have to shoot my guy. Like, it's probably fine. It's one of those cards where if you ever played it against me, I am running screaming from the table, but I don't think it's actually broken.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that first ability, making Fiend Hunter tokens, is just like it also exiles a blocking creature. It's like that's so unbelievably white. To have that on a Golgari card is just like.
Yeah, Rodrigo, I'd like Trample instead of Menace. But then like at least with the Menace, you have to play a game of which blocking creature am I gonna get rid of. With Trample, it is just like you can't block him.
Oh, yeah. This needs to say becomes blocked by one or more creatures, I think. I think if this becomes blocked by multiple creatures, it triggers for each one.
No, fuck you. Fuck you. I'm Vine booming you, dude.
I know what it's meant to do. You're supposed to make one.
All right, yeah. Okay, we need to hit I need to hit the manual ad break again for Twitch, and then we can keep it pushing.
Oh, I'll hit my no.
Oh no. Oh no. Sorry, what were you gonna do? I thought you were gonna hit something. What were you gonna do?
No, I'm not gonna hit anything.
Alright, while we're in the vamp time, I'm gonna fucking self-promote for a moment. Anybody trapped on the vertical screen who doesn't like how my big ass head is blocking all the cards, come to Twitch chat, which is pinned in the link, or come to my horizontal YouTube stream, which is pinned in the link. Or if you're on TikTok, turn your phone sideways. We have 2 aspect ratios ready for you. Thank you all.
I think what I'm gonna do on my side is I'm just gonna like entirely get rid of like vertical streaming from my OBS and hope it never explodes ever again.
Yeah. We'll talk about what computer you have. It's worth it. The people need you to abduct them, Elk.
If you say so.
All right, let me close all these extra windows and then let's Scrandle. Oh yeah, no. We'll do JT Rules personal question if they haven't been banished. What bracket is your favorite to play in, and why?
I really like 3, and the reason why I really like 3 is because you get the perfect intersection of like stupid powerful cards, and also you get to play with jank, which is like the perfect thing. Like bracket 3 for me is the perfect zone for taking pet cards and making them good. Yeah, that's about it. And it's because you get those little hit of game changers, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think I like 2 the best. I like the I don't know. I like 2 and 3 quite a lot. I think the stuff I build personally is almost always a 2 that wants to be able to compete with 3s, but not like good for bracket 3. Because good for bracket 3 oftentimes feels a lot like you are either on combo or the deck has to go down to like a tutor line into board like you have to start doing some really hyphy shit, which I don't want to do. So yeah, I'd say I like the upper end of bracket 2.
Yeah, I think for me, bracket 2 games just don't kind of end quickly enough. And I do like I'm gonna sound like a fucking insane person. I actually do really like the play patterns of cards like Teferi's Protection when everyone's on the same page.
Yeah, when it's like a thing you genuinely have to play around and not something Ricky is gotcha-ing the table with when we all thought nobody was playing Teferi's Protection. I get that.
Yeah, I really like the little meta I have in my place, which is just like everyone's playing really fucking mean decks. And it's just like, yeah, I'm going to combo win on turn 6 or 7. And it's like, well, I need to have an answer ready for the Rooftop Storm, so I need to keep up my Thraben Charm, and like also I need to keep up this or that.
Yeah,
I don't know, it's a lot of fun bracket 3 when you have the right table, of course.
Ababa, thank you for the 510-bit cheer, my goat. I appreciate that contribution to the dog pile. I just like playing too much dog shit. But there's like just enough good cards that I like playing that I'll push stuff up to bracket 3. See, Avian, I love how the bracket system removed budget from the table. I hate budget as a power constraint. It's just
you can build
nasty.
A broken deck on a budget.
Yeah, free your, like anybody who's justifying, oh, my deck's not that bad, it only cost X. Even at like $10, you can do fuck shit. It's just, it's abysmal. Yeah, but see, Avian, you're talking with two proxy dogs right here. Free yourself from the constraints. Where's my
guys? Boom bust is 72 cents. So like it's a totally fine. You know, it's very cheap, so you can destroy all lands for 72 cents.
Bone Lord's asking, how much do we have to pay you to play all elves? First, you got to use Kindred. And second, like $5,000. I know you won't pay it. I'm not playing elves.
You can send me $2 on coffee, and I'll play elves.
Mo, there's a chance. The ad break should be over now, so we're gonna jump back in, and then it depends on how quickly we get through stuff. We have Wolf Slays next, doing Ioi Toto, who is Temur, a 4-mana 4/4 with Vigilance for 4 Simic. Exchange target attacking or blocking creature with another target creature under its owner's control. That creature is now attacking or blocking.
This only works in combat. Exchange control of target attacking or blocking creature with another creature under its owner's control. That it's worded very strangely.
Yeah, so you can swap an attacker or a blocker to a different thing on that player's board. I think this loses the funniest part of Toto's flavor, which is swapping somebody who's totally fucking uninvolved with the beef into the fight. Although maybe it does just get broken if you let it go that wide. Because
maybe you should run this as like a Nomad Zilkor, but in reverse.
What the hell does that do?
So Nomad's Ilkor is a card that, or Il something, hang on. Encore. It's ENKOR. Just look, yeah, Nomad's Encore. This is a card that no one uses intentionally. It's Encephalid Breakfast. So you target like Cephalid Illusionist to mill your entire deck, or you target Nadu in Legacy.
Yeah.
So no one uses it to prevent damage. But my thought is that you make Toto, if he like teleports people into the beef, you turn him into a reverse Nomads, where it's like any damage that would be dealt to him, you can redirect it to something else. Like he could be a redirector.
Yeah.
And I think a redirector is like a lot more interesting than how he is currently, and a lot more, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to agree. It's definitely a weird effect we're trying to bring in, and I do like what you're going for. Next, we have Mojito Embodied Perfection, a 3-mana Grixis 4/4 Death Touch Menace. Whenever you ETBs or attacks, put a cursed counter on target creature on the battlefield or in your graveyard. I don't think cursed counters work that way. We might have to do like exile something from your graveyard with a cursed counter on it. For Rakdos, we can steal a creature.
Oh, this isn't like a cursed roll token.
No.
No.
And then for Dimir, we can reanimate something with a finality counter. I quite like this. I do think it has to be exile this from your graveyard with the counter on, rather than I just slap a counter on the thing.
You can't counter cards in your graveyards. The only card that gets counters in graveyards is Skullbriar.
Yeah.
Skullbriar gets them, but that's the only one.
Lowly Pumpkin, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome to the dog home, my friend. But yeah, this is sick. I like the energy of this, and I very much like that we did not try to capture idle transfiguration on like combat damage, because that would have gone crazy fucked up immediately.
Oh, did they print a fake Magic the Gathering card with counters in the graveyard, Little MX2?
All right, we're doing Project 0011 stuff. Hong Lu, the Witness. I have no idea what property this is from. A 4-mana 2/4. The 6th Sinner. As this permanent enters, its name becomes Hong Lu. This is like, okay, that has to be flavor text. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't cast any spells, draw a card. At the beginning of each opponent's end step, draw a card if they attacked or if one or more creatures died that turn. I think you get on one or more creatures died this turn in just mono blue. You would want to
there is.
Oh, there is.
There's Inga Rune Eyes.
Hold on.
I'm about to blow your mind, Malt. There's Inga Rune Eyes.
Oh, my fucking fault. Never mind. You're good. Never mind. You're so fucking good.
It maybe should be Dimir. This is a morbid opportunist, but yes. I would just say draw a card if they attack. That's blue. You can just stop there. Don't worry about anything else.
Yeah.
That is blue. I can't believe you had that one off the dome. I don't have a life. I don't remember people's birthdays or names when I meet them. It's only reserved for Magic cards up there.
It's just Magic cards and then apparently berating random people when they try to piss. All right, this card's fine. It's a very, very basic card draw engine, but it's pretty safe. Yeah, the 6th Sinner thing is just nothing. I think this is just referencing like a chapter of the anime or like an episode or something. We have Land of Illusion, a 4-mana sorcery with Ego of Hong Lu. You may foretell this, like pseudo foretell this for 3. Yeah, we're doing too much to try to make sure everybody knows we're talking about this specific anime. You can bounce 3 creatures to their owner's hands. If you do, each player mills equal to twice the number of permanents returned to their hands this way. I think the problem with this is that it is extremely weak.
So this is a mystical confluence at sorcery speed, and you can only choose the bounce mode. And I think mystical confluence only says creatures. I don't quite recall. This doesn't work in Commander, which is the most popular format, so that's a little awkward, right?
Oh, it's a companion sorcery. This is...
I like this one, though, because you have to cast Hong Lu, and then this is effectively an effect stapled onto Hong Lu, which I'm okay with. Like, this is maybe a fine companion. It's not an 8th card in hand, is the big thing.
Yeah.
You balance all of the legendaries with their ability to get the ego out of the sideboard.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, compare this to Mystical Confluence, right? And the fact that you can free cast this from outside the game is, yeah, I imagine there's a better way to do this, but as it is currently, I don't hate it, personally. Mm-hmm. I just kind of don't like that it doesn't work in the most popular format.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'll let it go. I won't be persnickety. MLP, thank you for the Prime for the 10th month. Welcome back to the dog home. Next, we have Fancy Bones. We have Waira, Mirage of the Mist, a 5-mana Esper commander with flying and vigilance. Whenever Waira attacks, you may reveal a non-land card from your hand. If you do, exile it and up to one other non-land permanent you control in a face-down pile. Shuffle that pile, cloak those cards. They enter tapped and attacking. Okay, so really this says for the cost of cloaking one of my existing cards, I can cloak something from my hand, but I have to show you what it is.
Yeah, because you have to reveal that. You should
Yeah,
just be allowed to cloak whatever the fuck you want, honestly.
Yeah, that may genuinely be a little bit too weak. This is way more about the mind game than it is about the mechanical function. This is magical hats. I like
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
here's the thing about cloaking. You can cloak instant and sorceries into play. That's totally legal. You just can't turn them face up. Well, when you at all.
Yeah.
So that's already just built into the game. Like, just it's okay. This can attack. You can discard a card to make a 2/2 that's tapped and attacking. That's fine, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
chill.
wouldn't reveal it. Let's just put it into play, tapped and attacking. Let's go.
Yeah, I think having to reveal it is way more magical hats and just like infinitely worse as a card, because depending on what you have in play, you become unable to make threats. Like, we want this to be a little bit like Riddlery, where you like, are you gonna take the chance on whatever thing I put face down? But if you have dog shit to put face down, then they just go like, yeah, I'll block it. It's a 2/2 that can turn into a 2/3. I don't care. And so a
Yeah.
little bit
Well,
more upside potential.
I do like the shuffling. That's fun. Just take off the reveal, and this is like
Yeah.
beautiful.
All right, Ostrix of the Netherese, a 5-mana Rakdos 5/5.
Ooh, based. A little bit
Whatever-
of Forgotten Realms action.
Whatever shamans, warlocks, or wizards, 2 or more of them, attack, choose a card name. Each instant and sorcery in your graveyard with the last chosen name has escape, which is mana cost plus exile 4. At the beginning of your end step, exile all cards with the last chosen name from your graveyard. So this is one card at a time. Gets Underworld Breach, kind of. It's one additional card on top of Breach. And then at the end of the turn, it's gone. So I get to breach a specific card.
Yeah. Is this a reference? Is this Netherese in reference to Forgotten Realms, or is this Netherese? Because I could talk about flavor for that. Or is there a different IP with Netherese as a thing? Yes, says Johnny Appleseed 98, who I imagine we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So this is so the Netherese were a ancient wizarding empire, and a guy called Karsus blew that shit up. It was an awesome fucking magical civilization, and Karsus just nuked that place because he wanted to become a god. So evil instants and sorceries is like, yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. I like this card a lot, actually. I'm rather into it because you have to
Yeah.
attack, and it's 5 mana, not 2 mana. So
Yeah, and like somebody will be like, "Ooh, I'm gonna use this for a combo deck," and those people had Underworld Breach anyway. So I do like this for, hey, I really love these like 10 instants and sorceries in my deck. If I could have made my commander deck 10 cards, it would have been those 10 instants and sorceries and no lands because I'm an idiot. And so I'm down. Those people deserve this.
yeah, I like this card a lot. I think even it could be like 1 mana cheaper if you like really wanted to push it.
Yeah, I believe in that. We are now going to move to Zoria's redeems. First is Crowned Corpse, a 6-mana zombie that gives zombies fear. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you can pay life equal to its mana value, then you get it. Oh, but it's a 2/2 black zombie and loses all of their colors and types.
I like this a lot. This is very good.
Yeah, taking away the... I was about to lose my fucking mind, but them becoming 2/2s is chill.
This could be 5 mana.
You're a maniac.
No, but like read.
Oh,
like,
it's no, it's
legitimately-
unrelated to that card opinion.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, there's a card called it's Lorcan, Warlock Collector. That guy gets to yoink it if they discard them or mill them or the creature dies, and it's 1 more mana, and it's like a 7/7 demon with flying.
Mm-hmm.
So this being 5 mana and doing this would probably be fine.
Yeah.
I'd maybe give zombies a controlled menace because fear is not a word that's really used anymore. But
Oh, we got Marinar. Fear's fine.
yeah.
All right, next we got Jadar, Herald of Surael, a 4-mana 2/4 with first strike. Whenever Jadar attacks, for each creature type among non-elf attacking creatures you control, make a 1/1 red and white elf that's tapped and attacking a player or planeswalker of your choice.
This card's cool. I like the non-elf blocking changelings. It can get a little dangerous because there has to be 1 or 2 1-drops or like 2-drops that just have like 6 like creature types on them. This feels like red white Volo, where you want to have like a giant spread of creature types, and then you swing, and then you make like 8 fucking elves on turn 4.
Yeah, I fuck with
The
this.
fucking was an intensifier, by the way, chat. It was not. You don't make fucking elves with this card.
You could though. I approve. No notes. Then we
Yeah,
have
I like that Jadar has to attack as well.
Yes, very much so. And that he's not great at it. Next, we have Laughter in Darkness. A 5-mana Jund 5/4 with Menace. Creatures lose Indestructible, cannot gain Indestructible. Whenever a creature dealt damage by a creature you control this turn dies, you can pay 1 and make X foods, where X is that creature's toughness. That's probably fine for it being dealt damage.
Yeah, this is a 5-mana card. It turns all of your fights into foods.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this gets silly with Knight of Sweet's Revenge, but that's just fine. Like, if you're doing that, then that's cool. I like this.
Yeah, Jund Food Commander. I like that. Hell yeah. Okay, Zoria, you passed. You have been a good girl today. Good job. Next, we're going to Helios. Something simple, inoffensive, and reasonably playable.
All right.
Ash, Scoria Elite, a 3-mana ninja. They're a 1/3 with Death Touch. On ETB and attack, surveil 1. Whenever they deal combat damage, draw a card for each card surveilled this turn.
Okay, this gets a little scary with Doom Whisperer, but that's probably fine because you just block it.
Dude, me when
You
I
have to get.
me when I hit you with the Otherworldly Gaze, dog. They're just trying to make Otherworldly Gaze playable, not this card.
This is very good. I don't think it's broken though. Like you're fine. I like this.
I think this is the this is like I have a ton of surveil cards that I want to become playable.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, combat damage to a player. Yeah, make sure it says to a player.
Oh yeah, to a player for sure. To a player. You do not get to kill my 1/1 and then draw 5 cards. Fuck you.
Yeah, I like this card. It's very good.
All right, next we're doing Jarthur. This is Midra, a
Ooh.
2-mana 0/5. You can cast them from your graveyard by paying Rakdos stuff rather than paying its cost. If you do, transform it and create the Great Sword of Damnation, a legendary colorless equipment with equipped creature gets +3/+2 first strike and haste, has an equip cost of Grixis. Let's see what the other side of Midra is.
Yeah, Lord of the Frenzied Flame.
Oh god, new keyword, Madness. Whenever Midra is blocked or kills a creature, it puts a poison counter onto the blocked or killed creature's controller.
Yeah, so Madness and Elden Ring is just a timer that fucking kills you. Like if Madness gets maxed, it basically just explodes you. There's more nuance than that, but that's basically what it does.
Yeah, I like this being represented with poison counters. Each other player discards cards equal to the number of poison counters they have at the end of their draw step.
Yeah, you can't reuse Madness, I don't think.
Oh, I mean, separate to that issue, I think this is just...
Twisting.
Well, we're doubling down on the 2 least effective and most salt-inducing archetypes in all of Magic, which is Hand Rip and Poison. So I think we have a messaging problem on this card. And it's like you have the hurdles for it because we have a 2-mana commander that doesn't even do a single thing until we get it in the graveyard and then pay a different cost. And then it just becomes everybody hates me forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, so I think what you should do for Midra is like you have a front face card that's like, here's Midra, you get his greatsword.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you Madness him, you can cast him Transform. So if you discard him and pay him for the Madness cost, then he enters Transform and is Lord of the Frenzied Flame and does some bullshit.
I like that. Yeah, I like that very much.
Yeah, I like I like the idea of it being like, here's the phase 1 boss, you get him if he's really shitty, but if you Madness him, you get phase 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, as the card stands effects-wise, you probably have to just go back to the drawing board on most of it, sadly. But if you want to handle that, like, this is the madness guy, use the madness a keyword as it's meant to be.
Mm-hmm. And then we have the Greatsword. There's also, if equipped creature attacks and isn't blocked, you may have it become blocked by defending player's creature instead. So you get to force a block as well.
Yeah, like, I don't know. This card's just like, we're having novel issues. Like, this is
like, all of it is very Grixis, but it is all the parts of Grixis that make people go like, very cool idea. No, I will not let you play this with me. Because this is just like 10 different ways to be a shithead control player. But you get to control the board. You get to have inevitability, and you get to control hand size. I think this is like, it solves too many problems for you in one card, because you get to fuck up everything that, even if they don't block you, like they cannot opt out, you get to take their shit, and after you take their shit, they get a poison counter, and after you give them a poison counter, they have to discard too. And so it's it's Grixis VV.
Yeah, madness, just like, this doesn't work. I don't know what to say. Like, just don't do poison counters for this guy. There's like Scarlet Rot in Elden Ring too, which would probably use poison counters. So like, let's get a little real.
Yeah. All right. Next up is Siren. Hades, Aspect of the Spider, a 4-mana Dimir 3/1, ton of Descend shit. You can't cast it unless you have Descend 4. Descend 6. When it deals combat damage, you may exile a creature or enchantment. If you do, you get a copy of it, but it's a 2/2. And if it has 8, Hades has Haste and Shadow. It also partners with Persephone. I think you are going to get shot by the word count police, but it's a cute idea.
Mm-hmm.
Persephone, so this whole thing's Sultai. Persephone's a 2-mana 2/2. For 2-mana tap sack, give something Death Touch and indestructible. On the next end step, tap it and put a stun counter on it. And then it can partner with 2 different things.
Oh, I see. So, okay, you get to choose. Is Persephone with her mom or her husband?
Are you Abzan or Sultai? I do like that. That is cute. Demeter is a 4-mana 4/4 with another fucking novel, man. Vigilance, Trample, ETB or combat damage, put a winter counter on a land. As long as it's a winter counter, it's snow, loses land types, and lets you pay life to add Selesnya. For 7 mana, put target creature from a graveyard on the battlefield tapped under your control. Remove all winter counters. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each snow land. I think that second ability just doesn't have to be there.
That also just feels very black and not really white-green at all.
Yeah, the from any graveyard does make it feel not super black. I think Persephone's abilities are fine. Hades, the actual effect of Hades' abilities is fine. This is just wholly novel.
Yeah, it's a little too much. I would just give him like Death Touch Menace, like 1/2 or 2/1 or like 2/3 or something. Mm-hmm. And then now he needs to be blocked by 2 creatures that he kills. And then you remove the Descend 8 ability. And then you just get to steal stuff when you hit them. Like, okay, great. And then Persephone, or maybe just give him Menace, and then he combos really well with Persephone, right? Like, because you can give your Menace creature Death Touch.
And indestructible. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, because then you're actually using Persephone a little bit more instead of just Hades being like a 1-card fuck you.
Yeah, I think this can all exist at Descend 6, and Hades can just have the Menace keyword. And then we collapse it, and it does all of the same shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the energy, though, Siren.
Oh, yeah, no. This is like, Greek god flavor win. We're just doing a little too much.
Which is, in itself, a Greek god flavor win, to be sure.
That is true.
All right, then we're going to go...
M18 Hellcat?
Yeah, M18 Hellcat. Anakin Skywalker with... Dog, I know we said blank art. Why are you trying to give me a headache? Why are we doing optical illusion art?
It doesn't have the artist credit for the fucking Magic the Gathering card border.
All right, Anakin Skywalker, 4 mana Boros 3/4, first strike, vigilance, ward, sack something. Whenever a creature dies, Anakin gains your choice of a +1/+1 counter or a conflict counter. At the beginning of your end step, if you have 5 or more conflict counters, you can pay 2 and a black to transform him. And then he becomes probably like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Oh my god, Darth Vader! If he's going to... So this is like the Spider-Man dual-sided cards. You can cast either side, I'm assuming. This is a 3 mana 5/4 with first strike, rampage 2, and haste. Also ward sack a creature.
So we're not casting either side.
Yeah,
This
you
has
have to get rid of the mana value. You are not allowed to cast the 3 mana 5/4 who diet massacre worms. Because a one-sided -1/-1 and must be blocked if able by... All right, you're trolling. We're trolling.
I like that ability.
Fuck
no,
you.
I like that Darth Vader just fucking starts killing weaklings. That's hilarious.
Exclusively child murder. Okay, front side of the card. I think whenever any creature dies is too much, because this just becomes like, hey, here's my Voltron commander. Especially if he has first strike. He just wins all combat forever. And then Darth Vader, you let the pipe start talking. You stop letting...
Yeah, you should Sephiroth this. I think the front ability should not be like, oh, conflict counters, all this stuff. It's like whenever a creature dies, Anakin gets +1/+1 until end of turn. If this is the 3rd time or 4th time this ability is activated this turn, you may pay 1 and a black if you do transform Anakin.
Yes, cooking. I like that.
Anakin flips, take rampage off of Darth Vader. Like, why is... Okay, Darth Vader, when he becomes blocked...
But he rampages.
Don't
rampage, you get it, Elk?
The rampage just destroys every blocking creature. So, I don't know. Like, I would change what Darth Vader does. I would maybe do something a little bit more funny or flavorful or whatever.
Yeah, I think Darth Vader has the problem of, like, he's so strong in lore, it's difficult to make his card flavorful enough because he does just kind of body the fuck out of everybody.
I would just go with, like, Force Choke. Like, when Darth Vader attacks, you, like, this still hangs in with the Boros theme. Like, you can tap a creature. So, like, you tap a creature, and then he has Menace. And then he's just fucking huge.
Yeah. He's just
That's, like,
you.
cool. Like, think about Cecil. Cecil flips into a fucking the paladin that exists, and that's just fine. Like, Cecil's playable in modern. So yeah, no, Force Choke flips and taps a creature, or if the creature's already tapped, maybe give it -3/-3. I don't know, but like, it feels Boros to tap a creature and then it has Menace. Like, and it can still be a black Mardu creature too. Like, it still has the color overlaps, which I like.
Yeah. All right, we have 2 more people we're going to get to today, which are Army Hitch and Beppis Boy. Army Hitches they're both down near the bottom, Elk. Army Hitch is at, I think, 2:36 p.m. for you, because you're an hour ahead. It's the Goku stuff. Goku, Saiyan from Earth. 3 mana Gruul 2/2 with Vigilance. Give it all we got. When he enters, everybody can get 2 basic lands. As long as he's attacking... He gets buffed based on the number of lands defending player controls. When he leaves the battlefield, return him tapped and transformed. Is transformed Krillin?
It looks
so he
like
transforms into Krillin, who's a 1/2 with trample. When he attacks, you can tap any number of permanents to give it +X/+X, where X is twice the number of tapped permanents. Wrong. When he deals combat damage, return it to the battlefield tapped and transformed. So I don't know how this interacts with commander damage since they're all the same card, but this is immediately just trample, tap every land.
It works exactly how you want with commander damage. This whole card is your commander.
God damn it. Yeah, this is just, here's my whole deck in one card. Oh, hey, you killed my Voltron. Like, 1, because it leaves the battlefield, exile doesn't matter. It becomes Krillin. You tap all your lands, and your deck is just like, I don't know, elves or Cheerios, and you tap it all, and you're like, I hit you for 25.
Yeah, Gruul tokens is not difficult to achieve.
Well, it's tokens, it's lands, because it's tap any permanents. If you just
Yeah,
have
it's-
Krillin, it's every land is +2/+2.
Yeah, it'll flip back into Goku every time.
Yeah, and if you were somehow able to get rid of Krillin, Goku has paid for his commander tax. Like, he's ramping other people too. But I agree with Lamentate, which is you should have to tap non-token creatures. It should have to be other actual things that are giving you their energy.
Or you can pay X, just like when it attacks, you pay X.
Nah, fuck you.
If you do, it gets +X.
Nah,
It's
fuck
like,
you. Fuck you. That's not Spirit Bomb. I didn't see Jeffrey Bezos giving the Spirit Bomb $3 million. I saw people holding their hands up. Little Big Stu, thank you for the 100 bits. We are definitely not getting the second redeem today. So we're going to do Beppis, and then we're going to close stream.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. Beppis has a Judas profile picture. They're a person of good taste, so.
Thank you, baby. All right. Shy L, Hollow Regent, a 6-mana Sultai 2/6 ward, sack a non-token creature. Whenever another creature you control dies, exile the top card of your library face up with a tribute counter. Then exile up to 1 card from your graveyard, also with a tribute counter. If you tap and remove 4 tribute counters from cards you own in exile, exile Shy L, and then return her to the battlefield transformed.
Okay.
It becomes Laser Eyes Bear, a 6-mana planeswalker with +2 Surveil 2, 0 mana, put a land you own in exile with a tribute counter on the battlefield. This ult is going to make me vomit because the rest of the card has been so fine. Until the end of next turn, you may free cast anything in exile with tribute counters. I think this is the problem of not necessarily unbalanced for the investment. You have put in too much investment for this to ever be a realistic play pattern.
Yeah.
Like,
Why do custom card makers like have a fetish for like transforming cards?
because they want to get more card per card, and they can't fit all the card on one card.
This should not be just like if we're keeping the card as is, which you probably shouldn't. It does like a little too much for way too expensive. It should maybe be 7 loyalty, and the simple reason is because you need to. Maul's zooming into bear tits.
What the fuck is happening? Yeah, what the fuck is happening? Hold on, Beppis. You gotta explain something. Why is the bear like this? The transform is for lore reasons, yeah, but the art isn't. All right, go on, Elk. Go on.
Yeah, no. 7 loyalty means that you can +2/+2 and then -10, and then it's still alive. Because if you -10 after 2 activations, this dies before it transforms.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think this is suffering from the thing you want to do at the end is cool enough. You want to have a mini omniscience turn where I take all the things I've exiled and I get to free cast like, oh god, not even, because you have to store up so many cards before this becomes a viable thing to do, and it's 6 mana. Because if just at 4 tribute counters we flip this, you now have no cards with tribute counters, and so the 0 and the alt do nothing. So we have to let we would have to let like 5 creatures we control would have to die. And then we would have
surveil 2, and then you get to free cast one of them after surveilling 2 twice.
Yeah, that is wow.
Wow, I just let's people have fun. Says this isn't fun. It's bad. It's really slow.
If you wanted this to be better, or if you wanted this to be more playable, this is undertuned. It would have to be like the mana cost would have to be much lower. I don't know how to fix this and do the thing you want to do, because this is so many moving pieces that you have to be incentivizing incredible solitaire play to then not win the game.
Yeah, I would maybe make this like a Sultai 2/2. It's a bear, haha, it's a 2/2, lol. And then whenever another creature you control dies, exile the top card of your library with a tribute counter on it. Then if you control like maybe like 6 or more cards with tribute counters on them, then you can pay an amount of mana to flip it into the Planeswalker, and then change the modes of the backside to actively be okay and not bad.
Yeah, this is the, like, what I would, if it has to become a Planeswalker, which I don't think it should, I think they should keep the first 2 abilities, and the third ability should just be some hoop you jump through to free cast something from the tribute counters. But if you have to keep the front side like this, I think the backside becomes like +1, free cast one thing with a tribute counter. Like,
yeah,
just
like
pick
Tasha
one.
adjacent.
Yeah. And then the 0 can be put a land in, and then the alt is like cast everything. Like, the alt has to be fucked up. But this is just like too many ways we can interrupt it for a thing that in this level in 2025 is just too. It needs to be a walker or a non-creature spell. The point is that she's burning through tributes to be a god for like 3 minutes at a time. I mean, no part of that requires that it becomes a different card, quite frankly. That is, like, if you want to do that for your own flavor, that is fine. Mechanically, that is 100% achieved with an activated ability.
Her backside could be like an indestructible bear god creature. Like, gods just exist as creatures.
Yeah.
And then when you hit someone, you can free cast something with a tribute counter on it or something, or whatever. Like, you choose one of the tribute counter cards, remove everything, and then, like, you can find a way to do this without being this slow and complicated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then that's how I would correct that. All right, we are now pushing up on the time where Elk has to turn into, what kind of squash would you turn into, Elk, when it became too late?
Pumpkin.
No, you can't do pumpkin. They had that already.
I like pumpkins the most. I like pumpkins the most, though.
But you're not a carriage. You're an elk.
No, that's so sad.
Only
well, I would turn
carriages.
into like a little. I would turn into a mouse or something, right? That's like what.
Oh yeah, true. You turn into a mouse. What kind of smaller creature are you turning into?
I guess like a little bunny rabbit.
Hell yeah. Everybody go support the little bunny rabbit on Ko-Fi so we can get them a computer that can support multi-streaming. For everybody who wants the next custom card stream next Thursday is most likely. Madra, I'm sorry we didn't get to your redeems today, but we are all out of time. You will have slots pre-picked for next time. We're going to raid out for the day. Everybody on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, thank you for being here today. If you are a purchaser of cardboard, please remember to use my code MAULD at coolstuffinc.com. They sponsor me, and they get really mad when I forget to plug the code. Let's see who of our friends is live right now.
I have to go meet my mommy later, and we're gonna go. She's in town because it's my birthday soon.
We're gonna go raid a sponsored stream Nerdgirl is doing. Mute the tab, help her get that bread. Thank you all for being here. I will not be live this weekend. I'm going down to LA to film stuff with Ben Bateman. I'm very excited to tell you all about that when I return. I'll be live again Monday. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Elk, for your time. And please remember to stay toxic. TikTok and YouTube, that is it for us, but I will see you next week.
Yeah,